All right, you guys. So I want to welcome you back to another episode of the Skeleton Crew. This is going to be episode 4 of a 8-part series. So we're hitting the halfway mark here. And so far, so good with this series, guys. It's really enjoyable. Lots of fun. This is exactly what I was looking for. Something fun to get the fans back into Star Wars, back into loving Star Wars. And it seems to be working so far, but we're only 3 episodes in so far, going on our 4th episode, guys. So we'll see how that goes. But it's been a lot of fun with these kids running around with space pirates in the Star Wars galaxy. And we have a little bit of mystery with At Attin. And one of the reasons is that it's concealed from the rest of the galaxy for some reason. Last week we learned through Kim, who I finally got the name of that character. She's an owl/cat-like creature, first of its kind for Star Wars. And she revealed that At Attin was a part of, I believe, 7 different planets that were deemed the jewel of the Old Republic, going back, way back, not to the High Republic, but the Old Republic. All of these particular planets held a special existence, a special purpose for that particular time period. So what's unclear, how long it's been concealed from the galaxy, how long have they been separated from the galaxy, how much do they know about the history of the galaxy, have they even, we know they don't know anything about the Galactic Civil War. We know that they more than likely don't know anything about the Clone Wars, and I would venture that they probably don't even know anything about the Jedi and Mandalorian war that took place several years prior to the Clone Wars. So again, we don't know how long this planet has been concealed from the galaxy, how long they've been cut off from the galaxy, and that is the great mystery of At Attin. Not only that, but the purpose of At Attin. What is this special treasure do they hold? Why do they have Old Republic coins or Old Republic money that is in mint condition? Really interesting series, as I mentioned, guys. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this 4th episode. And the name of this episode is Can't Say I Remember No At Attin. So, oh wow. So they've come out of hyperspace.
It's real.
No.
Yeah, right.
You heard her. Captain Phone gave an order.
Yes, Captain Phone, so sorry.
Over there.
They're not on At Attin.
Just when things were starting to get fun.
Uh-oh.
Landing sequence.
Well, is that normal? Is it normal? Do you know?
Okay.
They are not, you are not home. What? Wow, wait a minute. Why does this look a whole lot like, and why does that look like a slide? Why is there?
This is At Attin. Tastes like ashy dust. It's a lot like my home planet, actually.
No, wait.
Don't run off!
33, keep John on the ship until we get back.
Aye, aye, Captain. Initiating babysitting sequence. Come on, baby. On to the...
Well, they're definitely making a mistake by not taking Gerard with them. But why are they running around if you know this is not your home planet?
Careful where you step. Yeah, we know. Got it. See? It looks like home. Whatever happened here, it's happened a long time ago. Unless there were other hidden planets like ours that were all destroyed.
Oh, wow. Yes.
Maybe this is another planet called
Yeah.
At Attin.
Yes.
Anyone that lives here might know about home.
Oh, oh, wow.
You got a dirty
Is it?
football.
John.
Sorry, At Attin be playing.
The name of his planet.
Aye. At Attin.
At Akron.
Place.
At Akron.
I know it well.
Right. What about At Attin?
I can't say I remember in the At Attin.
Does. Can't say I remember no.
At Attin. Why is his system frying?
Let me see if I can go.
Yeah, there is somebody right there. Somebody's on to you guys. And maybe it was a good idea to have Gerard on the ship.
Whoa. Maybe he was the leader of this planet. Yeah. King No Head.
King No
I
Head.
think his name is King No Head.
Whoa. Come on, baby girl, let's go, KB.
Who are you?
Who are you?
We have to know. You're toy. If that atomic patrol gets much closer, they'll kill us all, no questions asked. So quickly, for the last time, who are you?
I'm Wim. Are you guys like an army of kids battling the adults for control over the planet?
Enemy patrols. Who are they? We can't. They got them blurred on us. Who are they? They got a tank, a separatist tank.
I can take you somewhere safe. Follow me, quick and quiet.
You shouldn't go. So maybe we'll find out what happened to the other planets. This is obviously one of the other jewels. We thinking the planets were destroyed. They weren't physically destroyed. They were basically abandoned. Oh, wow. Wow. You guys are in trouble.
Help themselves. Get on your feet, soldier. And welcome. Now, tell me, what do you seek?
Directions home. Do you know the planet at Attin?
Sadly, we do not concern ourselves with off-worlders beyond trading hides for ammunition.
Hmm.
So you don't the knowledge hidden in the Fallen Sanctum?
Hey, now.
Fallen Sanctum? What's that? Can you take us there?
No, that's too dangerous. Maybe they can be of use.
Hmm.
Of use how?
Train with my warriors, and we will decide if you are ready to brave the Fallen Sanctum.
Uh-oh.
You there? What flag do you fly?
You know what? Just shoot me.
So the kids are they're getting training. Military training.
Your friends, those.
Hmm.
Whoa! Oh, nice, KB!
I see you train with spirit, my boy. Captain Fern and her crew will honor us by leading us into battle.
Uh-oh.
That's very gracious of you, but no thanks.
Uh-oh.
You'll be fine.
And they have how do they have that type of armor? Were they invaded by the Empire?
Go now. Scout ahead.
Us?
Come on!
using them.
I will go with him.
Poor Neil, man.
It is better with a friend.
They better not kill Neil. I mean, I don't think they're gonna kill any of the kids, but the way, and he's just walking off in the
I
middle.
don't want to hurt anybody. They're really brave.
I believe these belong to you.
John Norwood saves the day. So they must have took on that squad.
Well, you're dead, sir. Name your rewards, weapons. These four. The little ones. Yeah. Let them go.
John, you actually. We're saved!
Come. I will take you to the Fallen Sanctum.
It's their version of the supervisor's tower.
Shoot.
No one's allowed up there.
Can't say I remember no.
At Attin.
No. Come on, 33.
She gonna kiss him?
Say nothing.
Yeah. There's a whole world out there, Neil.
Neil!
So interesting that they're getting to access to the supervisor's tower on this planet. It will most definitely aid them in entering the one that's on their planet, which I think we're eventually going to do that.
But here,
Man, that thing is all raggedy. So maybe we'll get an idea of what the supervisor, who the supervisor is on At Attin.
I think I found something.
Well, that says At Attin.
Those are the other planets. Oh my God, of course.
Yeah, they're gone.
Who would do that?
I did.
You destroyed them? When?
When I was here before. With my old captain.
You were here?
Yes,
Why would you destroy them?
because
What?
The coordinates.
because they went to At Attin for the treasure.
Can't say I remember.
And no, At Attin.
Stop! Say it! 33. Where's At Attin?
Can't say I remember no At
What
Attin.
if he can't say because he was ordered not to? I used the same trick on my nanny droid back home. I'm your captain. Run memory override. You remember everything about At Attin.
Yes.
Huh.
I do remember At Attin.
Huh.
It was in this very room. The captain killed any of his crew that saw me.
But you can take us there now, right?
And then he told me, if anyone ever comes poking around
Wow.
looking for the treasure, he told me to pull them apart. Pull them apart. Pull them apart.
Damn it.
Pull them apart.
Uh-oh.
Neil?
Passed out.
He fainted.
That's the end of the episode. Okay. All right. So, really good episode, actually. A little bit slower than the previous episodes. We got to visit At Akron, and this is one of the other jewels of the Old Republic. Somehow, they've fallen into war times. There's different factions that are running around, warring with each other. Wasn't quite clear exactly what they're fighting about, but we see a very similar planet to At Attin, similar technology. However, the technology has obviously been destroyed. Basically, an Armageddon style of scenery that we received here at Akron. And we run into this young girl who runs into our crew, and of course she takes them back to her clan. We find that her father runs the clan. He has a plan to use these children, gives them about 10 minutes battle practice, and decides to lead them into a battle to get their, and I forget the name of these creatures, but these are creatures that we saw obviously a prequel trilogy. But these may be a different versions of those same creatures that we saw in the prequel trilogy. I'm not 100% sure, but obviously these guys or these creatures are a hot commodity. And what we find out later, I thought John Gerard and SM-33 took out all of those warriors with combat, but obviously he used some of the money, some of Wim's money, to buy the animals and buy these guys off. He basically saved the kids from having to go into battle, which they were being forced again to go into this battle. So they are then led to the ancient sanctum, I think the name of it is, and this is obviously the what was formerly the supervisor tower on At Attin. They go into the tower and they find inside the tower is a marker for each jewel. However, marker for At Attin, the coordinates were ripped off. And this is where we find out that SM-33 was ordered to remove the coordinates from the At Attin plaque. And at this point, the kids kind of lose a little bit of hope of ever finding home. However, Fern remembers how she tells her robot or commands her robot how to forget certain things or to do certain things to manipulate her way around her mom. She figures that the same thing was done with SM-33. As she deprograms him, he does remember At Attin, but he also was ordered to destroy anyone who asked him about At Attin. So they're not going to be able to ask him about At Attin. And as a matter of fact, she may have to reinstate that program just so they can get him. They'll be able to say At Attin around him without him having to go off and do what he did going after Neil and the kids with the command of tearing them from limb. So very cool moment where he kind of goes into that mode and goes after the kids. And of course, John Gerard stops him by shutting him off. And that's basically where we end the episode. So I thought this was a fairly decent episode, maybe a little bit slower than the previous 3 episodes. But I thought it was very cool that we got a little bit of information by visiting one of the other planets. Of course, Kim gave them the coordinates for this particular planet, thinking that it might be At Attin. But obviously, these were the coordinates for At Attin. What we may find is that the kids will end up traveling to each jewel, trying to find those coordinates. Hopefully, the pirates haven't gone and destroyed those coordinates from each planet that they visited. But and then another key part of this episode, obviously, and I think which is another brewing mystery within this series, is what was the original agenda for SM-33's crew and his captain, and what happened to them. Obviously, they made it to At Attin, but when they made it to At Attin, it appears that they have crashed landed. Why did they crash land? What happened to the captain? Why was there a battle or fight? Obviously, on the ship, there's dead bodies on the ship. So now the ship itself becomes a mystery, and what happened to SM-33's original crew also becomes another brewing mystery within this series. So one of the things that I think this series is doing an excellent job of, and I think one of the things that the Acolyte failed miserably at, unfortunately, and I did like the Acolyte. I didn't think it was the best thing I've ever saw, but I enjoyed what they were trying to do. I was hoping that they would get a season 2 and turn things around a little bit, but unfortunately that doesn't seem to be the case. But getting back to this particular series, the difference between those two series is the fact that with this particular series, they're able to draw up a little bit more mystery and things for the fans to kind of sink their teeth into and to think about and discuss over the next week before the next episode comes out, where the Acolyte didn't really give you much to ponder on. There wasn't much of a mystery that was available for you to discuss and ponder on for that next week before the next episode. Obviously, here we are presented with another mystery in addition to the mystery we have with At Attin, in addition to the mystery that we have with John Gerard's background and what his motives are. So again, I think this series is doing an excellent job by stirring up these little mysteries and things for us to think about and deal with and ponder on. And of course, I'm sure that once we get into the next 4 episodes, those mysteries will be revealed to us throughout the next episode. So again, I really did enjoy this episode a lot, even though I thought it was a little bit slower than the other episodes. I'm going to go ahead and score this episode, and I'm going to give this episode a 7.5 out of 10. While I did think it was a little bit slower again than the previous 3 episodes, not too much action. And even though there was a lot revealed, maybe not as much revealed as the previous episodes. However, again, we did get a pretty good reveal with going to At Attin and seeing the ruins and finding out that in that supervisor tower, there are coordinates to the other planets, the other jewels. What the kids' plan might be from this point on is to go to the other planets and see if the coordinates are there. I'm sure with each planet that they go to, there will be some type of issue that will prevent them from getting the coordinates that they need to get home. But we'll see how that works out. I think at the very least they have narrowed it down to a certain amount of planets in the galaxy, a certain area for these where At Attin can be. So it is hopefully within reach for them. But again, we'll have to see how this story unfolds, guys. But please do let me know how you are liking this series so far. Are you enjoying the series so far? And how do you feel about this episode? Do you feel that this episode was a little bit slower? And do you think that the kids are going to go and visit each and every planet trying to see if the coordinates are presented on the plaques as they were here in the supervisor tower on At Attin? What do you think the mystery is in regards to the ship and SM-33 and their crew? What do you think happened to them? What do you think? What type of battle do you believe happened on the ship? Was there a mutiny? Did they crash land on At Attin, guys? Let me know. Put those comments down below, guys. And I want to thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. And of course, guys, from the Father to the Son to the Obi-Wan Force Ghost, may the Force be with you always.